What is up, YouTube? Skiz1 here, and today I have for you a review of Grog Ruff Stuff Paint. As always, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Grog Ruff Stuff Paint, and then we'll head over to our surface testing area to do a tagging and performance test. So, as the name implies, the paint is meant for surfaces ranging from metal to plastic to even brick and concrete. It's a thicker formula that is slightly less viscous than other paints. It's an alcohol-based, highly pigmented, and xylene-free permanent paint with a glossy finish, offered in 7 different colors. One bottle of this is 120 milliliters, indicated here, and costs you usually between $10 and $12. I will put a link in the description to the cheapest option I have found where you can buy the Grog Ruff Stuff Paint. So you can use the bottle it comes in as a writing tool. It has this nice twist-up lid, which exposes the spout at the top. But today we're going to be testing it out in the Grog Metalhead, which is the writing tool also made by Grog, which recommends you fill it with Grog Ruff Stuff Paint. Today for colors we have Lamborghini Yellow as well as Slimer Green here. Of course, if you want to look in the annotations in the top right corner here, I have a review of the Grog Metalhead itself. But let's head over to our surface testing area and see how this formula performs. Alright, so we're out here in our testing area now. We're going to get going testing on 2 different surfaces specifically. So of course, when we're testing out this formula, what we're really interested in is the color consistency, color vibrancy, the opacity of the formula, of course, and how the formula applies to the surface. Speaking of the surfaces, we have a smooth painted surface as well as a plywood, a little bit of a rougher surface, and we're going to see how the formula reacts on a smooth and rough surface. So, being that we have a little bit of Lamborghini Yellow left here, we're going to give that a bit of a test, and then after that we'll see what the Slimer Green looks like, so let's get to it. First, we're going to see how this reacts on the smooth surface and then move over to the wood. It is important to shake this formula a little bit. As with any formula, you just want to make sure it's mixed well. That'll give you the most consistent colors. So it's a little bit hard to get some consistent lines just because the marker is a bit low on paint. This works a lot better when you have increased squeezability of a full marker. The color here is very vibrant. You can tell it stands out on a black surface very nicely. Yellow is always something you're a little bit worried about when it comes to opacity, and you can tell it's very opaque. Overall, the paint's looking very nice, and we're going to lay down a few more tags. This formula, it does allow you to get some drips. I'm really enjoying how vibrant it is, though. The vibrancy is really something that stands out to me, as well as the opacity. Any part where I squeeze enough to get a consistent line, the opacity holds up very, very nicely, and that is quite important to us. So again, on the smooth surface, you get the drips in all the right spots. So let's move to the Slimer Green and try it on a wood surface. So one thing I will show you quickly here is just how you can fill another mop with this. So this again is a twist up thing, sort of like those liquid glue bottles you might find. So you just twist it up. You can tell when it's twisted up, this part's a little bit raised. And then from there, it's a very simple squeeze system. So we've pretty much filled this as full as we're going to get it. Now we're going to see what a full mop does with this formula. Okay, so our Slimer Green has mixed with the Lamborghini Yellow, so we're going to have sort of a dark green. In any case, let's see how it applies to a rough surface. Make sure it's still consistent and all that fun stuff. As you can see here, still very consistent formula. Drips are about the same on a rough and a smooth surface. In general, it's still standing out very well, the opacity, and for the color that it is, I think it is a true vibrant color. So just for fun, we're gonna lay down a few more tags here. So I'm going to give you one last look at these, but you can tell, especially on camera now, and I think even a little more once this has dried, but you can tell that the products are extremely vibrant. That's one of my favorite things about Grog paint in general. They really nail the colors. The opacity is great, and of course you know that it's going to be a permanent product. It is Grog. So overall, I do really recommend this product. I think it is a great paint. Overall, I'd have to give the paint itself a 5 out of 5. If you want to check out any of my other reviews, especially the Grog metalhead itself, you can click the link on screen. Until my next video, peace.